Hello, I'm Anthony, the main director and programmer for TM Entropic, more specifically, Entropic Intervention. I am putting this video together to explain a little bit on what Entropic Intervention is, because I have not explained it throughout any of my videos or shorts beforehand, and it's probably pretty important for you to know. Keep in mind, this video is also unscripted, so what I am saying um, might be a little, you know, iffy and sound a little weird, but, bear with me here, and I'll talk a little bit about it, and you can watch me play Minecraft with Entropic Intervention, a very early version at that, not even released yet. Um, so yeah, anyway, let's get into it. So, Entropic Intervention is obviously a Minecraft mod that aims to kind of revolutionize what it means to be a Minecraft mod. Because, when you see Minecraft mods, you think, like supplementaries. Great mod, by the way, but it's very vanilla-like. And a lot of people like vanilla-like mods. Don't get me wrong, I do too. It's just, when you think back in the day to old modding, like you would see like YouTubers like popular MMOs and stuff, it's not very vanilla-like, and they have their own charm to it, which is really nice and nostalgic for a lot of people. Though, the main goal with Entropic Intervention is not to be necessarily goofy or out of place, just like the old ones, like Crazy Craft and, Ore Spawn and stuff. Though it is still meant to not be exactly vanilla-like, though there are vanilla-like features. Entropic Intervention is so much different. It has progression, highly inspired by Terraria, Calamity mod specifically, due to its flashy weapons and cool, content. Um, this, all the weapons, they have their own flair to them. They, um, cool effects with 4 different weapon classes as well, based on Terraria, those being melee, ranged, mage, and thrower. I didn't throw in summoner in there because that felt a little weird. Um, this mod also has a very expansive story that our writer at Team Entropic has been writing 70% of it for the last 2 years. Props to him. He'll also be credited in the description of this video. We we've poured a lot of heart into this story. We've taken up a lot of our lives just making this, and uh, it'd just be nice to get some support from whoever's watching this, because it's mainly our fault for not making this fully known. We aren't focused on um, this channel all too often, and this is why I'm making this video. So, Entropic Intervention also has something that a lot of Minecraft mods don't. Only time I've really seen it is briefly in the Minecraft Comes Alive mod, which is voice acting. And voice acting brings so many characters to life in so many games that it's a must-have if we're trying to revolutionize the modding scene. And everything besides reading will have voice acting. We are still working on getting as many voice actors as possible for as many characters as we can. All the characters are super fleshed out and super, you know, they have their own personalities, and they are meant to be pretty similar to Red Dead Redemption 2, if you've ever played that. Great game if you haven't. But they are supposed to be very like fleshed out, just like those characters, and I feel like that will bring the whole world to life. Another thing is, with the characters, there is a entire plot with them. They're not just characters that you see every so often. They are actively in the story, such as there are companions There's a main villain. There's a bunch of side characters. They all have a big purpose, and you don't see that in any other Minecraft mod, and that's a really big thing. And we hope to bring you to be attached to these characters in the future when this mod releases. Now, about the mod's release, the mod's full release will not be released for years because of how much effort we need to put into this for this to be possible. And we are we are super happy to make this possible, and we are going to make this possible. We've gone so far that we can't just stop this project, and we all pour in our hearts into this project as of far. Another thing to keep in mind is that we have school and education to go to. We are minors. We are This is not a full-time job. I'm sure nobody really expected that anyway, but just might as well throw that out there. Another thing to add is that Entropic Intervention still keeps the core Minecraft gameplay, as you're seeing here in the video. It keeps the same core Minecraft gameplay, and it separates it into two kind of separate things, where the overworld is still your sandbox, core Minecraft environment. Obviously, we've updated it. This is actually 1.19, and I've stuck with this version just because I'm used to this version. But don't worry, you're seeing things from 1.21 because I am adding them myself. A lot of them are going to be different. I would say in a positive way. So keep that in mind. We will continue to backport features. Another thing to keep in mind. And going along with what I was saying, the core Minecraft features are still stuck in the overworld and stuff, but there are locations that will be completely separate from the overworld where you can find your companions and do another thing you probably haven't seen in Minecraft mods: full-blown missions with your companions and just events that will get you attached to them. And there will be a location that is deemed your camp that you can go to, that is completely separate from the Minecraft world. So, and in those locations, you can't really break or place blocks like you can. You'll be in adventure mode, for example, in most of those locations. These locations also that you can't break out of are also certain boss arenas that you'll be able to find. And there are so many bosses, considering that this mod is highly progression based. Again, similar to Terraria, this mod also uses Curios API, same with GeckoLib, and Player Animator. So quite a few, but trust me, it is worth downloading the extras to keep this mod feeling as polished as possible. And with that, there's an accessory system similar to Terraria where it will progress throughout the game. Unlike, for example, like the artifacts mod, which aren't really progression based, but they are still. It's still a really good mod, but it can feel unbalanced at times, while Entropic Intervention locks certain materials after certain bosses and stuff like that. So that's one thing to keep in mind, and if you like Terraria, you will definitely like this. Even if you don't, you will love this mod, hopefully, by not even the end of its development, but when our first alpha version comes out, which is planned to be before 2026, and we hope we can fulfill that. We're making good progress every day. We spend a lot of our time here. There is one more thing I need to note, which, when the alpha is released, don't expect it to be fully polished. That may disappoint some people, but trust me, we will get to it. We are focusing on adding a lot of main features and a lot of the things such as building block types, such as like stone brick types and stuff, might go without recipes before this is when this is released as its first alpha, but we will eventually add them, and we take all feedback into consideration. This is also open development, not open development as in you can develop it yourself, but most feedback, as long as it fits well, will be taken into consideration and potentially added in one way or another. You can send feedback to me or any of the other developers at Team Entropic through the Discord, which I will link below. You can talk, hang out, discuss the mod, learn more. It's just it'll be a nice place for you to just settle down in. And one warning before I end this video is that Entropic Intervention is not necessarily either for the faint of heart, nor is it family friendly. It does have a lot of swearing, profanity, blood, gore, just a lot of disturbing content. We will probably add some toggles to mitigate all of that, but just a warning to throw out there before anything. And no, we are not pulling a Jenny mod. We're not adding intercourse and whatever. But there are some, either jokes about it or, just content that isn't for everybody. And I would just like to say, if you made it this far in the video, thank you for listening in, and I know that this might not be the most flashy edited video you've ever seen, but I would just really like to throw that out before anything, and thank you, especially if you join the Discord or like and subscribe to this video. I'm not asking you to. Just, if you do enjoy this and want to learn more, go ahead. And with that, I think I'm done here. Expect more uploads in the future. So, you have a great day, night, whatever time you're watching this, and I'll see y'all again. Thank you.